Boston. This is 7 News at 6 on the news station.
Coming up next in 7 Sports, very big weekend. Celtics in the playoffs, and the best female tennis players in the United States gathering in Lowell. And today, they are in Boston putting on quite a show. The Williams sisters getting a huge hand at the Reggie Lewis Track and Field Center this afternoon. Venus and Serena on hand to put on a clinic for around 1,000 local youngsters. The city of Boston and the youth tennis organization Tenacity helping to make it happen. The Williamses are in the area to play the Federation Cup in Lowell this weekend, and they enjoyed today's clinic just as much as the kids.
I like to see them having fun, and hopefully they'll be able to play tennis and learn through tennis, even if they don't make it to the professionals, but to just take the whole tennis experience and put it toward their whole life.
This is Nightcast at 10.
They are members of the tennis elite. Venus Williams and her sister Serena joining their USTA Fed Cup teammates to receive a rousing welcome from nearly 1,000 Boston kids. This is part of the program called Tenacity, a public-private partnership with Boston, which funds after-school tennis programs for inner-city kids, a program the #1 tennis player in the world says she fully endorses.
It's definitely important to give back and to realize where you come from and to realize that there's an opportunity out there for everyone and just give them a chance the way I was able to have one.
Williams, along with her other teammates, volleyed the ball back and forth with the kids, a special addition to the 4-year-old program geared towards boosting confidence, athleticism, and nurturing dreams.
I can only imagine how these kids feel today, and I hope that they can go home and just say, you know, I want to be Alexander Stevenson, I want to be a Venus Williams, or I want to be like Serena. Hopefully that they can go home and think about that.
I see some of the younger ones, and I just really, really hope that they keep playing and that they keep it up, and that hopefully that my being out here and the other players and then Billy and Zena, that they'll say, yeah, I want to be like them. Let me get my game together or get my whole life together. That's a really important thing.
You're watching WBZ4 News, Boston.
Well, a grand slam event right here in Boston.
Members of the United States Fed Cup team, including Venus and Serena Williams, playing tennis with Boston kids. The Williams sisters and U.S. team members Megan Shaughnessy and Alexandra Stevenson got a rousing welcome from those kids, and then the dynamic duo took to the courts. They led the clinic for inner-city kids and fulfilled some tennis dreams.
The idea, of course, to teach the kids more about the sport of tennis, but just as importantly, to teach them more about the game of life. Inside the Reggie Lewis Track and Field Center today, it was a great day to be a kid. For those who still are, and those who remember when they once were.
And I do remember one time being able to meet Zena Garrison and girl looking up to her, and I thought it was the best thing in the world, so I can only imagine how these kids feel today.
So are you almost as good as Serena or Venus?
No, but I can be if I work hard enough.
And I think that was exactly the lesson that all these players are hoping to impart on the kids here today at the Reggie Lewis Track and Field Center. We should mention that those players will be competing in the Fed Cup this weekend in Lowell, Massachusetts.
This is the 10 o'clock news on Boston's WB56.
Reggie Lewis Center was completely abuzz today, and why not? The Williams sisters taking part in a youth clinic called Tenacity. Serena, #1 in the world, winning the last 4 Grand Slam titles. Venus, #3 in the world. They're here representing the United States in the Federation Cup. They'll take on the Czech Republic this weekend in Lowell, and Billie Jean King is the team captain.
I was about 7 or 8. I don't remember exactly how old I was, and I was playing in a little clinic like this, and Billie Jean King was there, and she remembers that. And boy, it was so much fun for me. You don't understand. I was hitting balls and running and winning prizes. It was just the most wonderful thing.
They are just absolutely awesome. And you talk about clear dominance on the scene right now. #1 and #3. 4 Grand Slam titles for Serena.
And the kids are just eating it up.
Oh, are you kidding me? That is called an afternoon.
This is News Center 5.
Well, this is really, really exciting to be here, and it's really special. I see a lot of kids of different communities and different backgrounds, and honestly, I was just over there hitting with one of them, and I just it really made me feel really special because these kids just are all of a sudden starting tennis, and it's definitely important to give back and to realize where you come from and to realize that there's an opportunity out there for everyone and just give them a chance the way I was able to have one.
Ned Eames and Buddy Schultz have done a wonderful job with Tenacity, who has put this all together. About 2,500 kids are involved throughout the year with this program, and he hopes in another couple of years there'll be as many as 5,000 kids involved.
What a great program, huh?
Absolutely. Some of those kids could hit the ball pretty well, too, it looked like.
What a thrill,
stars.
too, huh?